Backspace, a life-smart kid's story about impulse control. Ethan's heart was still pounding when the match ended. Defeat. Again. He yanked off his headset and flung it onto the desk. His chair creaked as he pushed back roughly, frustration ticking inside him like a time bomb, every second louder than the last. Seriously, we had that. Who plays like that in the final? His voice echoed in the empty room. The final score flashed across the screen. 10-8. A narrow loss, but a loss all the same. The chat was already buzzing. The other team had started celebrating with smug emojis and spammed "easy" in the thread. And then there it was. Liam's message, GG, short for good game. Ethan stared at it in disbelief. Good game? After that disaster? His fingers slammed into the keyboard, firing off a furious response. You seriously call that trying? Great job losing it for all of us. His hand hovered over the send button. His chest was tight, his jaw clenched. His face felt like it was on fire. He wanted them to know how angry he was. He wanted someone to blame. Then, out of nowhere, he remembered something from last week. Mr. Bennett's words during the school assembly had come out of nowhere and stuck like gum under a desk. Your words are permanent. Your feelings are not. Ethan's hand froze. His eyes flicked from the chat box to his fingers, to the cursor blinking at the edge of those sharp words. They were unfair. They were angry. And they were about to become permanent. He imagined Liam reading them, maybe in bed, maybe already feeling bad about the loss, and seeing Ethan's name beside those cruel lines. He took a shaky breath, and then, slowly, one key at a time, backspace, 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 until the words were gone. The chat faded into the background. Ethan closed the laptop with a soft click and leaned back, rubbing his face with both hands. The next morning, Ethan passed Mr. Bennett's classroom. The door was open, and the classroom lights were on. Mr. Bennett was laying out worksheets at the front table. Ethan hesitated at the door. Then, before he could second-guess himself, he stepped inside. Mr. Bennett? Mr. Bennett looked up, eyebrows raised slightly in surprise. Morning, Ethan. Everything all right? Ethan shrugged. Sort of. I just wanted to say thanks for what you said at the assembly last week. Mr. Bennett leaned back against the desk. What part? Ethan shifted from foot to foot. About how our words are permanent and feelings aren't. Mr. Bennett nodded, giving him space to continue. I was playing this online game last night. We made it to the finals, but we lost. Barely. I got really upset. I was about to type something in the chat, something I would have regretted. But then I remembered what you said. You stopped yourself? Ethan nodded. Yeah, it wasn't easy. I was so mad. But I deleted it. Mr. Bennett's expression didn't change, but something in his eyes softened. That takes strength, Ethan. Real strength. Especially in the moment. It still feels kind of bad, Ethan admitted. Like the anger didn't just go away. I didn't really know what to do with it. That's the thing about impulse control, Mr. Bennett said. It doesn't mean the feeling disappears. It just means you choose not to let it control your actions. Ethan let that sink in. Thanks, he said quietly. I just thought you should know. Mr. Bennett smiled. I'm glad you told me, and I'm proud of you for choosing the harder path. At lunch, Ethan found Liam sitting under their usual tree by the sports field, balancing a container of leftover pasta on his knees. Ethan sat down beside him. "Hey," he said, voice casual but clear. "Sorry if I was a bit off after the game last night." Liam looked over. "It's all good." "I wasn't mad at you," Ethan added quickly. "Just frustrated we lost. I didn't want to take it out on anyone." Liam gave a small shrug, then nodded. "Yeah, it was a close one. You played well." "So did you," Ethan said. It felt good to say that, and mean it. That afternoon, after finishing his homework, Ethan opened the group chat. His heart thudded a little as he scrolled past last night's messages. He knew this next part wasn't required. No one had called him out. No one had even noticed his near outburst. But he had, and he wanted to own it. He typed, "Hey team, sorry I went quiet after the game. I didn't handle the loss very well, but I'm working on it." His thumb hovered over send. This time, he clicked it without hesitation. A few seconds later, a reply popped up. "Liam, all good, man. We'll get them next time. Jules, respect. Micah, appreciate you saying that, Ethan." Ethan smiled to himself. The tension in his chest finally eased. He hadn't exploded. He hadn't burned bridges. Instead, he'd chosen something better. He'd chosen control.